the battle for our land. The whisper of the pines on our 5-acre plot was a promise of peace, a sanctuary carved from a lifetime of city clamor. My wife, Dr. Clara Monroe, and I had escaped the concrete jungle for this slice of wilderness, a place where the only rules were those of nature. But one crisp autumn morning, that promise was shattered not by the wind or the wildlife, but by the predatory hum of a chainsaw slicing through our trees. I'm Nathan, 52, a man who spent decades navigating corporate cubicles, craving silence. Clara, my partner of 25 years, is a scholar with a mind like a steel trap, always seeing the world in patterns and possibilities. We bought this land to be free, deliberately choosing a parcel just outside the iron grip of the Willow Grove Estates, a manicured community with a homeowners association that ruled like a small dictatorship. Their president, Margaret Hensley, was a woman whose smile was as sharp as a blade, her eyes always calculating. From the moment we declined her welcome barbecue, we were marked as outsiders. The trouble began with that chainsaw. I stood at our kitchen window, fists clenched, watching 3 men hack at our ancient oaks, trees firmly on our side of the surveyed property line. Fury boiled in my chest, urging me to storm out and confront them. But Clara, calm as a still pond, placed a hand on my arm. "Stay here, Nathan," she said, her voice steady. "Let me handle this." She strode across our lawn, boots crunching on gravel, her posture radiating quiet authority. The crew leader, a burly man with a sneer, dismissed her at first. "No permit needed, lady," he growled. "This is HOA business." Clara didn't flinch. She asked for their permits, her tone polite but unyielding. When he laughed her off, she pulled out her phone and began recording silently, methodically capturing his face, the felled trees, and the property markers. The crew's bravado crumbled. They packed up and fled, leaving a trail of sawdust and shame. Clara sent the video to the county, along with satellite images proving the trees were ours. The result? A $75,000 fine for Willow Grove's HOA for illegal land development. We thought we'd won. We were wrong. Margaret didn't scream or rage. In her pristine office, she was already plotting. She dug into old land deeds, searching for any loophole to assert control over our unsightly property. She hired Tom Delaney, a disgraced ex-cop turned private security consultant, a man with a face scarred by bad choices. Delaney dug into our lives, dismissing me as a harmless desk worker but pausing at Clara's profile. Something about her too clean, too composed set off alarms. The harassment escalated. Anonymous letters appeared in our mailbox, criticizing our unmowed lawn or the tacky blue of our shutters. Cars lingered at our driveway, their drivers watching us. Then came the blow to my career, an anonymous tip to my employer, accusing me of misconduct. I sat through a humiliating meeting, signing a statement to keep my job, feeling like I'd been smeared with mud. That night, I slumped at our kitchen table, defeated. "Clara, maybe we should just give in," I whispered. "Build a fence. Ignore them." Clara looked out at the darkening woods, her eyes shadowed. "When I was training," she said softly, "we underestimated a quiet professor in a simulation. He built a chemical weapon in his garage. Our team was wiped out because we didn't look deeper." She turned to me, her gaze fierce. "Margaret Hensley is a petty tyrant, but I won't underestimate her. This is our home, Nathan. We defend it." Her words lit a fire in me. But across town, Delaney was watching, too. He'd seen a video of Clara's confrontation with the tree crew. Her precision, her fearlessness, it wasn't academic. "She's had training," he muttered, grinning. He called Margaret. "The wife's the threat. Let me handle her my way." A week of eerie silence followed. Then, a neighbor, Jim, pulled me aside at the mailbox. "Talk to Sheriff Caldwell," he urged. "He's old school, no fan of Margaret's games." Desperate for an ally, I believed him. Clara and I visited the sheriff's office, spilling our story to a weathered man who listened patiently, then dismissed us. "Just a neighborly spat," he said. "Invite Mrs. Hensley for coffee." Defeated, we left until I spotted a photo on the wall. Sheriff Caldwell, arm around Margaret at a town picnic. She'd once bragged about her cousin, Sheriff Ed. It was a setup. Jim's advice, the sheriff's brush off, it was all orchestrated to break us. The real storm hit on a golden September evening. I was on the porch, sipping iced tea, when a black SUV roared up our drive, Willow Grove security sloppily decaled on its side. 3 men leapt out, Delaney, his face twisted with menace, and 2 younger goons, one with a pistol on his hip. My heart stopped as I saw Clara jogging down the road, earbuds in, unaware of the danger. Delaney's crew fanned out to block her. "Stop right there, ma'am," he barked. "This is private property. Show us ID." Clara slowed, pulling out an earbud, her eyes scanning them. "This is my road," she said evenly. "You're trespassing." The armed man stepped closer, hand on his gun. On the ground, now. From the woods, Margaret emerged, clipboard in hand, flanked by two men with fence posts. "Nathan," she called, her voice dripping venom. "We're just setting the new community line." I was paralyzed, caught between threats. Then Delaney's man drew his pistol, aiming at Clara. In a heartbeat, she moved. She sidestepped, disarmed him with a twist, and kicked him to the ground. Delaney and the other man charged a mistake. Clara swept one's legs, elbowed Delaney's gut, and had both cuffed with professional-grade handcuffs from her running pouch in seconds. She flipped open her wallet, revealing a gleaming FBI badge. "Dr. Clara Monroe, Federal Bureau of Investigation," she said, her voice ice-cold. "You have the right to remain silent. Use it." Margaret's smug grin vanished. I found my voice, striding toward her. "Get off my land, Margaret," I said, steady and sure. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing louder. Sheriff Caldwell arrived, his face grim. Clara presented her badge, detailing the armed detainment. Caldwell's eyes met Margaret's, heavy with disappointment. "What have you done?" he muttered, ordering her and Delaney's crew detained. The fallout was swift. News vans swarmed Willow Grove, headlines screaming, "FBI agent foils HOA's armed thugs." Leaked emails revealed Margaret's order to assert authority by any means necessary. The FBI opened a federal inquiry. Residents, long oppressed by Margaret, ousted her in a unanimous vote. She was escorted from the clubhouse, keys confiscated. We sued the HOA and Margaret for $2 million. Their lawyers targeted Clara, painting her as a rogue agent. She dismantled their claims with surgical precision, her calm, unshakable. The insurance company settled for the full amount, desperate to bury the scandal. Our land is ours again, the pines whispering peace. Margaret's kingdom lies in ruins, and we've reclaimed our sanctuary. But the cost, fear, violation, regalingers. Was Clara's force justified? Was Margaret's tyranny inevitable? Share your thoughts below. Have you faced injustice or fought back against a bully? Tell us your stand. Your voice matters.